I've been purchasing luxury for probably the last like 5 years, like consistently, more or less. And I think in the last 5 years, I've really learned what works for me, what doesn't work for me, purchasing things that were on trend, do I regret them, all of that. So I wanted to gather a few thoughts and share them with you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celesta. We talk about all things luxury shopping and handbags. If you love those things, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. I do post videos every week. So here are 5 lessons, I guess, that I've learned while purchasing luxury for the last 5 years. Best case scenario, I have learned my lesson and never purchased those things again. Worst case scenario, in my head, I figured if I haven't made these mistakes before, I would continue making these mistakes and not realizing that it doesn't align with my lifestyle, my personal fashion, all of these things. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing is purchasing Tiffany's sterling silver collection when I am strictly a gold girly. When my fiance and I first started dating, he got me the Tiffany double heart pendant necklace, and that had been on my wish list for years. And at the time that necklace was $120. I believe now, I just looked on the website, it's about $260, which is crazy. I will never get rid of that necklace because to this day I love that necklace so much, but I feel like I almost forced myself to be a sterling silver girl because that was what was affordable at the time, and I'd rather have a Tiffany's piece that I liked over having something that matched what looked better with my skin tone. I don't wear my silver jewelry anymore. I showered with them, I went to the gym with them, like everything like that, so they tarnished really easily. I still love those pieces that I do have, but I think moving forward, I would rather save up enough to get the gold piece that I would actually wear and matched all my other jewelry and hardware and everything, versus getting something that was a little bit cheaper and getting the sterling silver version. The next one for bags is the Gucci Dionysus. This is just like a whole lesson in and of itself, because I look at myself and I'm like, wow, I'm a freaking idiot. So I originally wanted the Gucci Dionysus in the mini size, which was the square version. At the time, this bag was like $1,700, and I tried it on in stores. I liked being able to wear it doubled up on the chain, like as a shoulder bag, and then also be able to wear it as a crossbody. Wearing it as a crossbody, this bag was way too long. It went pretty much like more than 3/4 the way down my thigh. So I kind of accepted the fact that I would only wear this as a, like, doubled up as a shoulder bag. But then I didn't love how boxy the bag was, so it ended up, and I also acknowledged, and I also knew that this was a little bit of an edgier style for me. I'm literally wearing light pink. I normally only wear like white, beige. Like, I wear very basic, neutral colors. I'm not an edgy style person whatsoever. Like, the leather jacket will come up once in a blue moon. And I was like, okay, this bag is very different from all the other bags that I have, but maybe I should just get the super mini size, because I knew that I wouldn't be wearing like an edgy style every single day. The super mini size at the time, I got it on sale at like Selfridges for maybe like $700, and I really liked the style of the bag. I was like, this is so cute, so tiny, and I felt like I wore it more than I thought I would. So I decided to sell. The only con for that bag was it was too small. So I decided to sell the super mini, and I was like, hey, because I used this bag enough, I've like proved to myself that I actually do use this style. So I bought the small Dionysus, which is it's probably around the same size as like the Chanel medium classic flap. And I can count how many times I've used that bag. I used that bag maybe 5 times, less than 10 for sure. That bag was heavier than I expected. I did love the look of the bag, I just did not use it. I also felt like I would use that bag more like fall and winter. Fall and winter came around, did not touch it. So, and then I ended up selling that bag. So that, I feel like this was one of my biggest lessons, and yeah, I probably lost the most money with this bag, but it really taught me that I am not like an edgy style bag. I'll see more kind of like edgier style bags these days, and I know that that's not gonna work for me. Balenciaga, we can pretty much rule that out. I mean, aside from the fact that that brand is problematic, but Balenciaga is really not my style, and I know that about myself now, so I wouldn't go and like try to force something that's not gonna work for me. The next kind of lesson I've learned is that I am not a top handle bag kind of girl, especially if it is bigger than 25C. I have had the Louis Vuitton Montaigne BB, I've had the Louis Vuitton Speedy 25, I've had a lot of top handle bags that could also be worn as a crossbody, but because I am more on the petite side, I felt like wearing it as a crossbody, it did stick out of my body too much. So I liked the idea of being able to wear it as a crossbody in case I wanted to be hands-free, but more often than not, I would just wear it as a top handle on the crook of my arm. That is too big. I also feel like that was kind of like a medium-sized bag for me. I either go to work and I carry my water, my lunch, my laptop, like charger, like all of these things, or if I'm just like running errands or whatever, I'm carrying my phone, I'm carrying my card holder, maybe keys if I'm driving, and that's it. I really don't carry all that much, so I'm okay to go along with like a tiny little bag that fits next to nothing, and that's a lot more lightweight compared to these kind of like medium style bags. I've accepted the fact that I will probably never be an Alma girly for that same reason that it's a top handle bag, probably wouldn't get the Chanel Coco handle. I think the only exception I would like kind of force myself to be a top handle bag girl would be a Birkin. And for that, like, you're carrying a Birkin because you're carrying a Birkin. You're not carrying it because it's like practical or whatever. And that was a very hard lesson for me because my first couple bags that I started buying, especially from Louis Vuitton, these were like top handle bags. These were kind of bags that were like in that same size range. So I didn't really experiment with only getting smaller crossbody bags. I didn't experiment with getting like tote bags, things like that. I really stuck to like this certain size, and all of those bags are gone from my collection today. The next lesson and hard truth that I've had to learn was getting a bag that has an adjustable strap. I've talked about this a lot on my TikTok and Instagram and things like that, but I am 4'11". Not by choice, and it is so hard to find a bag that inherently works for me. No adjustments needed, you know, whatever, and so that's why I really am a huge proponent of finding bags with an adjustable crossbody strap. If it doesn't come with an adjustable crossbody strap, and it's too long on me, I'm probably not going to get it. There's a lot of bags that I want to work for me, like the Lady Dior, Chanel in general. There's so many bags that I want, but I know if I have to force it to work for me, I should not be spending thousands of dollars on a bag that just doesn't work for me, and I'm gonna constantly be finagling with it and doing all of these things. One example is my Chanel Vanity. I really don't use this bag all too much because I'm not able to really finagle the strap, make it a little bit shorter. I do know you can permanently alter the bag and take it to the cobbler, have them fix it. I don't know if this makes sense, but I don't feel like I should be like paying additional money to force a bag to work for me. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So kind of accepted that about myself. And anytime that I do look for a new bag these days, anytime I'm interested in a new bag, I look to make sure it checks all of these like boxes just to make sure that it's something that fits into my lifestyle, something that fits me proportionally, and ends up being something that I use. Because if you know me, you know I do not need another bag that's just gonna sit in my closet that I'm not gonna use. The last lesson I've learned about like purchasing luxury, and probably something I'm never gonna purchase again unless this one breaks, is a full-size wallet. I got my first Louis Vuitton piece, this time in like 2015, which is like what, like 8 years ago, 7 years ago, and I loved this wallet. I was so proud of myself getting this full-size wallet. I was like, this is my first Louis Vuitton piece. This is something that I worked hard for. I saved enough money for. At the time, your girl was making minimum wage, so that was a lot of time to save up, and I was so proud of myself for getting this item. I will never sell this item, but I don't even remember the last time I actually touched a full-size wallet. It probably would have been handy if I went to Japan and I used it, because in Japan, a lot of places only took cash, and when you have a card holder that's this big, where are you putting your cash? So that, I think that would have been handy, but for the most part here, I don't carry cash. I don't pay with cash. I carry my 2-3 credit cards around, and that's kind of it. And there's no reason to carry such a large wallet for me. That's why I probably won't be purchasing another full-size wallet again. I am very intrigued by full-size wallets. I am. Louis Vuitton has some beautiful ones, like the Capucines is gorgeous. Chanel, you can always get like a full-size wallet, you know, things like that. But I know myself, I know how little I use it. I also know that my bags are small as so they're not gonna fit inside these bags. And so there's really no reason to get another full-size wallet. I probably don't need another card holder either. I already have a couple designer card holders. I have flap ones, I have little card ones, I have even smaller card ones. I really don't need multiple SLGs, and I always tell myself that, but sometimes something just always comes up and surprises me. So there it is. Here are a few lessons I've learned from purchasing luxury, things I've kind of learned over the years about my own personal style that I know I wouldn't be purchasing these items today. Had I known that back then, I probably would have saved thousands of dollars, but that is okay. And of course, the longer you're shopping for yourself, the more you're figuring out your personal style, the easier it is for you to decipher whether something's gonna fit in your personal style, your lifestyle, or not. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll leave another video for you guys here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!